And I think the Minister knows that local governments have been for many, many years, because he'll see it in his constituency casework and in his local community, that they have been starved of funding that's necessary. They have been retreating to statutory responsibilities. The kind of spend to save elements, the preventative measures, are increasingly put on the side as they try to meet their legal obligations. But even then, they struggle to do so. And we see that in the space of additional support needs. We see that in the space of looked after children, of care experienced children. We see it in many other areas. And we've also seen it in our streets, because the state of Glasgow, I know my son is now a student in Glasgow, and I see the state of Glasgow streets, and I see the closure of libraries across the country. I see leisure facilities that are in desperate need of investment, and many are in closing, including in Perth. So there are a number of different problems. So the Minister sees all of this. But the issue I want to raise today is the age-old problem of the disparity of funding between one local authority and the next. And there have been some councils, like Aberdeen, Aberdeenshire and Edinburgh, who have struggled for years to even reach the 85% threshold that was promised by the government years ago, back in 2012. And Mr Swinney and I, when he was Finance Secretary, had repeated discussions, and he went through various contortions to explain to me that the 85% floor was actually being met when it wasn't. And in fact, they changed the formula to include council tax, and then they chopped off the ones that were receiving the most. So, of course, the 85% floor was possible after all. But still the effect is that Aberdeenshire, Aberdeen and Edinburgh, and some other councils, are really being shortchanged by this formula.